Hey everybody, welcome to Aniki, the podcast about anime with two brothers. I'm Ben.
And I'm hungry.
For chaps?
For chaps, you banned me from eating. It's very upsetting.
I'm sorry. You could eat
I
marshmallows.
haven't eaten all day.
You haven't eaten anything all day?
Yeah, you told me I was banned from eating on podcasts. So it's podcast day, so I haven't eaten anything.
I guess that's fair. I guess I could start a new diet craze.
Yeah.
The podcast diet. Just don't
eat. Yeah, see? Works.
We are not doctors.
Though we are related to one.
We are. So what have you done this week that is related to nerddom and stuff?
I've played more Destiny 2. Continuing to enjoy that.
Oh, good. You still a warlock?
No, I switched to a hunter. Turns out my church friends had a warlock and a vanguard, but no hunter. So I switched to a hunter. And it's actually way more my playstyle anyway.
Yeah. I'm
And there's a pretty cheesy build.
To a warlock.
No. And there's a pretty cheesy build because I have like these boots that like make all my abilities reset whenever I use my ultimate ability. And my ultimate ability like snares people so they can't move, and then you just like throw grenades at them, and throwing the grenade resets your ultimate, and it's just like real cheesy because you can sit there and chain ultimates and throw grenades at them.
Are they glitter boots?
They are not glitter boots.
Oh, well, that's sad. Well, the only thing I have done this week is watched more of that Aku Hana-esque show that I was recommended.
Oh yeah, is it good?
Yeah, Kuzu no Honkai. I got to the part where I was told the Aku Hana shoe would drop.
Did it?
Yes, it did.
Oh, that's good.
So, question for you: how do you, in particular, define yandere?
I don't know. You know it when you see it.
Okay. Well, depending on varying definitions of yandere, this particular show has several of them.
Several of them? See, I don't know if I could stand more than one.
Well, like I said, it depends on your definition. So there could be several of them, or there could just be one, maybe two, maybe more.
Does she know what she wants and know how to get it? Especially if knowing how to get it means murder?
There is a character like that, yes.
Okay, see, I'm for that.
I can't really tell you much about it without, like, ruining it. Like, when my friend told me about this show, he's like, I don't want to tell you any details about it, other than Aku no Hana. And you liked that show, you may like this one.
Okay.
And now having gotten to that point, it's like, yeah, if I had really told you anything about those things, you or the audience, it would ruin the impact of those things. But let me put it to you this way. It's like the author of this show read or watched Aku no Hana and thought, you know, that Nakamura, she is onto something.
Oh, yes, please. She is onto something.
So that is this whole show.
She is in my top 3 yanderes. Is she a yandere? Meh. If she had the capacity to truly love anything, then she might be a yandere.
Yes. Well, I haven't finished this show yet. I'm only like halfway through it. I think I finished 6 of them. So far, I feel like it is up your street. It does have the yanderes, and it is...
I mean, I do like me a yandere.
It's Aku no Hana dark. Not quite as dark as Aku no Hana.
Yeah, it'd be tough just because of just like how Aku no Hana works.
Yeah, Aku no Hana was very condensed. That spark, whatever it had. This show sort of has that amount of stuff, but has sort of spread it out. But I can't really go into more detail without ruining impacts of stuff. Yeah. So
there you go.
If you like that, you may like this. But if I finish it by next time, I will give you a thumbs up, thumbs down on the whole thing.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
I have continued to watch Kamen Rider W.
Yeah.
I did the little W again. It remains quite delightful. It's very good. The female lead in it is choice. She's really good.
How silly is it, though?
Is
it fantastically silly or just moderately silly?
It's moderately silly. It's not like a super silly one, I wouldn't say.
Not super
There's some
camp.
slapstick, but no. I wouldn't say so.
See,
I mean, it's capital D dramatic, but it's not like hyper camp. I mean, I don't know. Like, how do you describe camp when it comes to like tokusatsu? Tokusatsu is in general not as campy as Power Rangers.
Well, see, in my head,
it's a little more sophisticated than that.
I think Kamen Rider, I think Power Rangers, and that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean it's capital D drama, and it's like it's pretty melodramatic, and it's like for kids, but they're like sophisticated enough to be able to be enjoyed by like the entire family, by an entire family who would watch it. Especially considering these shows have been around for like 40 years at this point. They kind of make them knowing that like the parents will watch a little bit and allow it.
Does he always ride a motorcycle?
I mean, a motorcycle he usually has a motorcycle. Now, how much it features into the show can vary.
Well, then what does he ride if not the motorcycle?
Well, I mean, he'll ride a motorcycle, but sometimes he just walks.
Oh, well, that's a little...
Or punches people into other scenes.
There you go. That's much more useful.
I mean, they always do that.
It's a quick way of getting from one place to another.
Mm-hmm.
So, tomorrow, as of the airing of this episode, will be Halloween. Yeah. What are you doing for Halloween?
Oh, I have no idea. Probably just sitting at home doing nothing and passing out some candy.
Are you going to watch any scary shows before Halloween comes?
That's assuming I have any amount of time. We lost our Blu-ray of Halloween, which is very upsetting.
That is sad.
Halloween is really good. Have you seen it?
I believe so.
Like the original Halloween?
A while, yeah.
It's really well done. You should watch it. I mean, it's just it's a well done example of like slashers, and it's just well directed. Has really good cinematography. It's just really, really good.
It's been a long time. Slashers aren't really my thing.
I mean, that's fair.
They never have been, but
Halloween's really good. It's just well constructed. It's a well constructed film. And they had to import all of those leaves to California, which is kind of funny.
That is funny. I think I've seen the second one that I remember most of.
It's not super good. The Rob Zombie remake is kind of okay. The first half of it's pretty solid. That goes into Mike Myers' backstory, but the second half that retreads the original movie is not great.
That's sad because Rob Zombie usually does good horror.
It's good for what it is, but it really changes like some of the characters in not super great ways from the original, which I don't particularly like. But I mean, it's still worth a good watch. The first half is really good. At least I really liked it.
So if you're into that kind of thing, have you seen the new It?
I have not yet.
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
Did you see the original miniseries, though?
I have not. No, I've seen neither.
Your wife likes horror and those kinds of things, right?
Yeah.
I was just checking. Because I'm forbidden from ever watching horror here. In fact,
I'm sorry.
I've been really sad because my wife hasn't listened. She hasn't listened to any of our show for this month because she won't even watch one episode of Yamishibai.
Oh, but Yamishibai isn't like it's
I
kind
know.
of like cute, scary. It's not like terrifying. It's just kind of cute, scary.
I keep trying to tell her that, but I keep getting shot down. So I have to watch them in secret.
No, Annie loves like bad horror.
That would be useful. I would like that.
She loves crummy horror movies.
Well, okay, so actually, that brings up a good point.
So
we had this discussion on Sunday. So I'll ask you this as flatly as possible. Which is spookier or creepier?
Okay, now hold on. First off, those are two very different things.
I realize, but I'm giving you the option of mixing and matching or going for one or the other or both.
Or do you mean like actual like scary? What are you asking here?
Spooky and creepy, not scary. Spooky.
Oh, okay.
Or creepy or both.
Okay, sure.
Option 1 is Stranger Things. Option 2 is Higurashi.
Let me think. I think Higurashi's definitely creepier because like there's not much like creepage in Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a slow burn, but it's not necessarily a creep. It's not like a creepy, scary thing. It's just like, ooh, something weird is happening, and ooh, let's dive into these characters, and like, ooh, spooky. I would not find Higurashi particularly spooksome.
Yeah.
But neither is but Stranger Things isn't particularly spooky either. There are a couple of spooky episodes, but I guess Stranger Things is spookier and Higurashi is creepier.
All right. So, because you brought it up, which is scarier?
Which is scarier? I don't find either of them particularly scary. I don't find either of them particularly scary.
Yeah, we had this discussion because I said that they were both on somewhat equal footing. Each of them, one's slightly spookier or slightly creepier than the other one. But they both deal with terrible things happening to kids.
Higurashi's definitely more traumatic, but it's not like scarier.
Nothing against Stranger Things because it's amazing, but Higurashi definitely has parts of it that stick with you for the rest of your life.
I mean,
For better or worse.
For better or worse, mostly the quality.
That's
And
the
Ben,
worst. Yes?
Ben,
Yes.
why does no one her horns?
Why does no one her horns?
Why does no one her horns?
Because Nano Desu.
Oh, that's true. Ow, wow.
Indeed. Last year, I tried to get my wife to watch Higurashi, and she got through the first arc and then was like, she rage quit. She's like, I can't deal with this.
That's not even that.
I know.
That was
like,
not even that bad.
You didn't even
get so much worse.
You didn't even get to the Shion arc.
Yeah.
That's the most traumatizing.
It gets so much worse.
It's like nothing prepares you for the end of that arc. Yeah. Well, I was explaining the whole setup for the entire series because we originally back in the day only had the first 26 episodes, and then we got the other half a couple years ago. So like the first 4 are the most absurd or most traumatic because you have no idea what's going on.
Oh yeah. Well, because it's like 4 questions and then 4 answers.
You're trying to figure it out, and then the last 4 explain the first 4. And she's like, well, why don't you just tell me what happens now? Like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch all of because otherwise it doesn't. Okay. She also made the distinction that Stranger Things isn't nearly as spooky or creepy because the main antagonist in those is science. I'm like, haha, guess what? Higurashi also has the science. Turns out.
I mean, kind of.
Sort of.
In the same way that, honestly, in the exact same way stupid Dead Rising does.
Dead Rising also has science, yes.
Have you played Dead Rising?
I have not, but I've heard.
It's a B.
Aw.
It's really kind of dumb. It's a B. It's a zombie B.
Is that like Resident Evil zombies or worse zombies?
It's similar to what was it, Resident Evil 4? It also had zombie bugs. You were a zombie due to a bug.
Yeah, he was a bug.
No.
Like some sort of cockroach thing. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I put it out of my memory.
Now I'm talking about the games, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That was the one with the little Napoleon.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Came out when I was in last year of high school. That's when that one came out. I don't know.
So, any last minute recommendations for scary anime people should watch?
For spooksome stuff?
Yes.
Shoot, man, I don't know. Anything by Satoshi Kon?
Oh, I was going to say Satoshi Kon. Well, specifically, I was going to say Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue is really good. The Millennium Actress is probably his best piece.
But it's not really spooky.
No, it's really good, though.
But Perfect Blue, I think, is really good for Halloween because it's got
Did we recommend Paranoid Agent yet?
Is that really spooky?
Is it?
It's unsettling.
Kind of is.
But I wouldn't necessarily say it's spooky.
Well, I mean, you said Higurashi, and it's not really spooky. It's just unsettling.
Well, I mean, if we're going into that realm, I guess you could say all slashers are just unsettling and not necessarily spooky.
Well, except that slashers at least have the jump scare.
This is true. Which is why I was going to recommend Perfect Blue, because it's got that whole stalking angle.
Ooh, yeah. Which is one of the nice things about Halloween.
Yeah. It's a slow build of what's going to happen next. We don't know. If memory serves me right, the first Halloween didn't actually have a whole lot of jump scares.
No, it really doesn't. No.
It didn't rely on that.
It's very, very sort of slow. It's a slow, methodical sort of slasher, which is one of the things that's really nice about Mike Myers as a villain. And one of the just good things about the movie is it's kind of plotting in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
What's nice about like Myers is he just sort of comes at you and you can't stop it.
Yeah.
He's just kind of this wall of force. He's not being tricky. He's not jumping out at you and going ooga booga. He's like, yeah, you see me there. Yeah, I'm watching you. Here I come. And you're like, well, I would like to get away. It's like, well, I'm gonna come get you.
Good luck with that.
And I'm going to look at you funny under a ghost costume, which is one of the best. That's choice. That's a choice kill. Let's
see. I've got a couple others on here. Helsing's a good one because it's got the vampires and it's just really the OVAs, not the original series. It's creepy looking. It's creepy. It is pretty camp though. It's got a lot of camp in it. Like a lot of over the top everythings, but if you like spooky vampires, I guess. Also, Elfen Lied.
Oh, yeah. Invisible Arms.
Invisible Arms, which never make much sense, but if you like a gore fest,
Oh, yeah.
there you go. And then I put Jigoku Shoujo, but if you can get through that before Halloween, more praise to you. It's
Good luck.
You can watch one episode, and that's pretty much all of them. Traditional Japanese ghost stories. Actually, speaking of traditional Japanese ghost stories,
Sure.
Ayakashi. That's a good series.
Oh, yeah. I thought we recommended that last time, like on the very first episode of this.
Oh, yeah, when we were talking about Mononoke.
Yeah.
Well, another recommendation. Again.
Just watch it twice.
Watch some more of it.
I mean, you could always just go read stuff by Junji Ito. That's always a good use of time.
Junji Ito. What did he write?
Uzumaki. Bunch of other good creepy
Oh,
stuff.
this guy.
Dur.
Yes.
As well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, remember when he and Del Toro were teaming up for the new Silent Hill video game and they came out with that playable trailer and then Sony pulled the plug on it because they're evil?
I never saw that. I'm learning about this just now.
They are evil.
And now I'm retroactively angry.
You should be. Everyone should be. It was Junji Ito and Del Toro working together on Silent Hill, and they came out with like one playable demo, and then they pulled the plug on the project and pulled that demo from like the eStore on Sony's eStore. Because it was too good and beautiful for this world, so they not only killed the project, but killed the playable demo as well. It was a playable trailer, actually.
But that's like the horror dream team.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm so mad right now.
Look, humanity is garbage. Like, what do you want? I mean, if for no other reason than that, nothing will tell you that we are in a fallen world faster than that fact.
Yes. Well, for anyone who doesn't know, Junji Ito is a mangaka, a manga artist who specializes in like specific kinds of drawings. If you remember that one book of scary stories back in the day,
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. You remember how that artwork was like the creepiest thing you'd ever seen when you were 10?
Hold on. When you were 10?
And remains to
it's
be.
It's still terrifying.
Although
Speaking of, have you ever watched Mama?
No.
Oh, it's really good. You should watch it.
Hang on to that thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
But basically, Junji Ito does the same thing, except he makes mangas out of that level of
Yeah.
So if you can get a copy of any of his horror things, especially Uzumaki, you should definitely get it and read it. It'll mess you up. Don't read it at night. Bad idea.
I mean, you could.
Also, pro tip, if you ever find a hole in a rock wall that's shaped like you, don't go in it.
Walk in it.
No, don't.
Well, the thing is, you don't have
idea.
much of a choice. As soon as you see it, it's like, you know it's going to happen. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, indeed. What were you
This
saying
hole
about
was made for me.
Mama?
You should watch it. Either way, the monster in that is based off of is highly inspired by a drawing from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Really?
But yeah, no, Mama's really good. And the director of it went on to direct, I think they directed It. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things, because we recently rewatched Mama, and I think it was because they directed It, because they hadn't directed anything in a long, long time.
Oh, he did?
And people are like, why? And it's like, well, they were waiting for the right project to come along, and they came along, and with It, they finally decided to, because it's a team, it's like a husband-wife that worked on it.
He is the brother of somebody who acts as a producer of his films.
Either way, it's some duo, but they hadn't done anything since Mama.
Huh.
But yeah, Mama was super good, but then he's gone on to direct It. So,
which I've heard
because
really
of that,
good.
we recently rewatched Mama, which is real good.
I'll have to try and find that.
All right, let's shibai some yamis. Let's yami wo kirisaku.
Oh, desires.
There you go.
寄ってらっしゃい、見てらっしゃい。闇芝居の時間だよ。
So again, this week I guess finally this week we are finishing up Yamishibai because it won't be spooky time after today. Well, not after this week. It won't be spooky time.
Ben, what
Yes.
is Christmas for?
Ghost stories and chestnuts. something.
Telling scary guest stories. Yes, no, exactly. So, I mean, we could just keep doing this the rest of the year if we really felt inclined.
This is now the spooky anime hour.
I mean, it can be.
So the links to both of the Yamishibais that we watched today are going to be in the show notes. So watch them first before we ruin the surprises for you, because then it's no fun.
That's true.
So what did you watch this week?
Let's see here. I watched both. No, 1-9 and 2. Oh, yeah, 1-9 and 2-9. Oh, well, how about that?
So which one are you going to be sharing with us?
I think 1-9, though they're both pretty good. What did you watch? Let's decide that.
So I watched a episode from season 4 and one from season 5.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to share the one from season 4 unless we want to throw away our random choices and one of us do season 1, episode 12.
Episode 12, because it's soup's good. Actually, let's just leave that as an assignment.
Okay. Everyone needs to go watch.
Go watch 112, because it's super good.
Season 1, episode 12, Tomonari-kun, which is probably the best episode of the entire series.
It real good.
It's my favorite, definitely. Actually, most of season 1 is just great.
Yeah, season 1's real good. I don't know. It depends on what kind of horror do you want. Do you want something, I don't know. How are you on food-based horror? Are you for it or against it?
Well, I'm married to a food scientist, so it doesn't really scare me.
Yeah, see, I'm in the same boat. It doesn't really affect me at all.
So let's go with the one that isn't that.
Because spoilers, guess what? Especially in Western horror stories, hey, if it's a food-based horror, guess what?
You're going to eat it and it'll pop out of you?
No.
Oh.
It's people. It's always people.
I guess, yeah.
Always people. It is never not people.
I was going with
you
the
ate something
alien
mysterious?
angle.
Guess what? It's people. It's always people. It's never not people. Then let's do 1-9. Cursed.
Cursed? Accursed.
Well, cursed. I don't know. All right, let's
do this.
Click it. Let's do this thing. Let's Yamishibai no Jikandeo.
I want his little drum. I like his drum.
I want his little mask. I just want to wear it. I will have to say that the ending theme for season 2 is pretty good, just because it's like all of his creepy masks.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that at the end of this one.
Yep.
So,
okay.
Tell me about The Cursed.
Well, it is about a particular girl and her mom who is afflicted by a curse. Not the mom, the young girl, but they were both afflicted by a terrible curse, just in the way that the daughter was cursed. So we open up, and the little girl's just there in the dark, covered with a blanket, and she looks like super dead and sickly. She's like a corpse.
Is
on
she
her
cursed,
arm,
or is she just hikikomori?
She has been grudged. She's definitely been grudged.
Because she does look
no,
like the girl from Setsubo Sensei.
Yeah, she does. But no, she's kind of a hikikomori, but she's a hikikomori only because she's been cursed. So she's
I've seen the curse
all,
now. I take back everything I just said.
No, exactly. She's all like corpse modeled and like dead white eyes, and she's got a black handprint on her arm, like she's been grabbed and it's left a black handprint. And it's soup's crappy.
Well, I see the picture of her face and her arm there. The arm's pretty grotesque, but for some reason, they've drawn her in such a way that she still looks cute.
Yeah, no, she's a little moe. You're supposed to feel sorry for her. Because, I mean, she's not, like, terrifying. She's not terrifying. It's the curse that is on her. Anyway, her mom comes in the room and is like, I think we may be able to do something. Find somebody who can actually help. And the girl's like, yeah, no, they'll just say that it's impossible like they always do. Because that's the way my life works.
Nothing ever good happens to her, I bet.
Yeah. No, the mom comforts her and is like, come on, let's go. So they go up to a Shinto shrine, because this is where you go to get this stuff fixed.
This kind of stuff, yes.
And they toddle up the stairs like only stick puppets can do. And they meet with the priestess there to get everything fixed.
Oh man, there's a lot of Shinto stuff going on here.
I know, right? And she shows the priestess the handprint on her arm, which, watch out for that. And even in daylight, like the daylight's not hurting her, which is pretty cool, because you would kind of think that if she's all hikikomori'd up, that maybe like sunlight like makes her burst into flames or something, but it doesn't. She shows her hand, and the priestess is like, well, it looks as though one of your ancestors has incurred the wrath of something evil. And the mom's like, come on, now that's super unfair.
Hey, guess what? This is Japan. This is how this stuff works.
Yeah, have you not seen Mushishi?
Yeah. You should just know this.
You just gotta deal with this stuff.
Your ancestor probably stepped on a mushi at one point, and this is what happens.
Or, like, they were a super cool badass and, like, murdered a demon and sealed that demon in their bloodline. Yep. It happens.
That does happen. Maybe she should start writing letters or something.
No, exactly. They're all worried about it, but the priestess is like, hey, I think we can do a ritual and we can fix this. So let's make it happen. So it cuts to the night, and they're doing the ritual, and they're all in their little ritual circle and everything, and the cursed girl's there on the ground, and it turns out that the ritual has been a success. And the priestess lays a hand on her, and her mottled skin clears up and goes back to normal. And look, she's a little cutie.
She is cute. She looks like those fan arts of Sadako-chan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Still matted hair, but she's much cuter than she was.
Well, stringy. Not so much matted, but stringy. She asks if she's okay now, and she looks at her arm. There's no handprint, and it's super great. Yay. The priestess is happy. It just lingers there on her face for a little too long. Smiling.
Something's gonna go wrong.
Oh, no, this is a happy story.
Yeah, but it's over now, right? They're driving off to the sunset. Everything's fine.
Yeah, see, it's happy. This is a happy one. This ends happily. Much like the one where it ended with them having a baby. It's happy. Happy story.
Baby.
Happy babby. So yeah, they drive off to the sunset, and it's the next day. It's the morning, and the mom is seeing the daughter off to school. And she gets a phone call, and she answers it up. Oh, no, it's the temple. And she's like, oh, thank you so much for your help. You really cured my daughter. She's all nice and good and perfectly cured, and everything's back to normal.
Hooray.
She's like, I'd really like to thank that priestess. And she's like, what? Hana? And then you hear from the other lines like, oh, no, yeah, that priestess, she super died yesterday.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, the priestess was troubled by thoughts of your daughter's future, and she super died. But the images that are happening, the animation there, is why he's saying this. You see the black handprint appear on the priestess's arm, and her skin model up. Like, oh, that there's a grudge.
Well, it could be a grudge, or she could have, done a self-sacrifice and been like, well, I've lived all these years, and here's this young girl, and I'll just take it upon myself, and then I'll go to the grave and be done with the whole thing.
It'd be super nice if it worked like that, right? Well, the priest there who is relaying the story is saying all we can do is pray that your daughter will live out the rest of her days naturally and peacefully, and not, get grudged to death.
Well, I'm hoping that is the case.
But he would like to relay a message from the priestess to your daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. It's one of happiness and joy, right?
She's got a ponytail.
Like a message.
She's so adorable.
And the daughter heads out the door to meet with Tae-chan so they can walk to school. And it starts raining, and you see a zoom in around the young girl's neck, and you see the grudge hand appear around her neck. And the message to be relayed is, I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Oh
and then you just see the hand squeeze her neck, and it stops.
No! No!
Yeah, that's good.
Why?
It's like, sorry, can't defeat the evil all the time.
Oh, that's sad. What? But why?
Why? Deal with it. Her ancestors made an Oni man or something. Deal.
Stepped on a mushi, and so
yeah, exactly.
You have to get choked to death.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens.
Well, it probably would have just left her all mottled and gross, except that they tried to banish it. That was their first mistake.
Don't shoot it. You'll just make it mad.
Exactly.
Well, that was sufficiently sad and creepy. So my particular episode is, I'm going to go with season 4, episode 6. Guess who?
Guess who? Oh, I played that game.
Yeah.
Does he have a hat?
No. Does he look like a bitch?
Oh. Hey. Are you referring to that video of
Marcellus Wallace? No, have you not seen this?
Maybe.
Have you seen Pulp Fiction for a start?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about this.
Because it should be. Oh, sure. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, I'm down. I like mine better, but that works.
I need to look at yours. I don't think I've seen this one.
It's really good.
Does he look like a bitch?
Okay, I have seen that. That's a good one. I like that.
It works really well. It's in the right cadence.
It is. But no, it is not the delightful children's game of Guess Who. It's a worse game of Guess Who.
Hit me.
So, first of all, I would like to point out that the art in this episode is pretty distinctive for Yamishibai in that for some reason they've decided to go with like a 90s-esque anime style of art as opposed to the normal Yamishibai style. I mean, it's not, not
it's a
distracting.
choice.
It's just interesting
choice.
because all the other ones are kind of realistic-ish.
Oh, is it just da-da-da?
We start out, and this is the story of a certain girl in high school.
Okay.
She is sitting next to a boy on a bench waiting for
basketball.
a train. And it turns out that the boy is an older boy that she's always been fond of.
Oh, she just wants senpai to notice her.
She really wants senpai to notice her. And she finally worked up the courage just recently to ask him out. And he agreed that he would go to an amusement park with her for the day.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? Such courage she had. And the whole day, he was really nice to her. And they had fun. It was great. There was lots of gosh senpais all day long.
And shoujo bubbles.
Always shoujo bubbles. And then the day ended, and we find them back on the bench where we started. This is the end of their day. The sun is set. The time that they've had together
The time is now.
has grown short. And so now they have to, like, think about going home.
I like how this one's more narrated than they usually are. That's kind of cool.
She timidly thanks him for, taking a chance on her and going out with her today.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no.
Like ABBA.
I thank you. And, it was great. And then there was this awkward silence. And when the silence became too much, she couldn't take it anymore. And she decided she needs to ask him something. The burning question.
Okay. Yeah.
That is, are you
have a
going out with any... Train goes by.
That'll happen. And let me guess, he's gone by the time the train goes by.
No.
Oh, no, he's not.
No. But the moment is kind of ruined. He's like, well, I'm going to go get something out of the vending machine. Hold that thought. Be right back. He's no dummy. He knows what she was going to ask.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
He needed some time to think about it. But she's thinking, aw, nuts. Did I screw this up?
Yeah, you super did.
Was I wrong to ask that? Now she's all anxious and worried about what's going on. And then...
Oh, no. Suddenly, a wild goth appears.
Now, I have to point out something. So she looks across the station platform, and there are rails in the middle. And on the other side of the platform, there's another bench, just like hers. On that one...
hold on. Can you try that one more time?
What? There's another
Another
bench.
what? There you go.
There's another bench, just like hers.
Benches. It looks like a hex maniac over there. It's like they've just made eye contact and they're gonna have to poke battle with psychic types.
Yeah. Well, she sees this girl who has a very pale complexion. But I have to step back from the episode for a second.
Yeah.
Because she's supposed to, from where we're sitting, like we're sitting where our heroine is sitting. She's looking at this girl. The girl's supposed to be super creepy. But in this particular frame, if you pause it, it looks like she has sunglasses on and is just chilling.
It does kind of. You're right. She's just chilling like a villain. She's got, you know why she has those on, right?
Because it's nighttime and she needs to see.
Yeah, to see.
But she thinks this is really weird. She's like, when did, I didn't see her before. That's weird. And she can't make out of her expression because she's wearing sunglasses. Looks like aviators.
And far away.
You can't read expressions through aviators.
No. Oh, she's just gonna walk onto the... Oh,
well,
I don't like that.
Eventually the girl stands up and removes her shades because they're gone now.
Yeah.
And starts walking towards the edge of the platform over the yellow line. She's kind of staggering. She's up on tiptoes. Her eyes are blank. She's all dressed in black. One step. Another... Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Train again.
Yeah, she got trained.
Did she get trained?
There's that train again.
Well, this has put our heroine into a shock, and she's like, wait, that's okay. Yeah, that's not good. But she looks after the train is gone, and
oh, that's good.
there's nothing there. So clearly the train drug her away.
Yeah.
So that's nice, because Japan is nothing if not a clean country.
Yeah, that's very true.
So she's looking all over the platform for something, and then suddenly, hands in front of her eyes.
I like how these are like real photographed hands.
Yeah,
I like that.
Like they're over your eyes. And we hear Senpai's voice going, "Guess who?" And she's like, "I can't see anything. What's going on?"
Well, it's the voice of your senpai.
It's obviously Senpai. And we get some nice light piano music. And
It's so romantic.
Well, she starts worrying again because anxiety. She's like, "Oh, I think he might be able to feel my heart beating through his hands."
Somehow.
Through her face. But she's like, "Look, Senpai, okay, courage now. What I was going to ask you was..." And then suddenly the hands start squeezing a little harder onto her face. Now it's uncomfortable. This isn't fun anymore. And they start digging into her face. And they're like, guess who? And she's like, "I know it's you, Senpai. Can you, not do that?" And then wait a minute. She realizes a second, hey, who is Senpai? And we go back through all the scenes that we saw at the beginning, except now each one of the little cutscenes has been altered.
Yeah.
So she remembered him being the ace of the basketball team, but she has no idea who he is.
Yeah.
And they went to the amusement park today, but he's not there in the picture this time. It's just her.
Oh no.
And now he's covering my eyes for me. And then through the gaps between his fingers, she sees another train pass through. And it's the girl again. Guess who? And then she can't remember her senpai's face, or his voice, or even the warmth of his hands. But most importantly, she can't remember who she is.
Yeah.
And we get back to the bench, and it's her, except now
Covering
she
her own
has
hands.
the black-haired lady's hair instead of her own. And some people walk in front of her, and then she's gone.
Yeah, and I like how she's covering her own eyes in that picture too. That's good and creepy.
Oshimai. So who was she? Who is anybody?
Who is anyone?
That's a good question. There's only one thing that may point to what exactly was going on, and that's when she was looking through the gaps of quote senpai's fingers.
Yeah.
We do get some real quick flashes of who is actually holding their hands in front of her face.
Yeah.
She actually sees a reflection in the passing train cars. And it's the girl from across the way, and she doesn't actually have eyes.
Oh, I didn't notice the no eyes, but yeah, I noticed that she saw her through the slats.
Let me print screen this for
It's a
you.
little too far. Let me see. Oh yeah, she kind of doesn't have any eyes. Crepity.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
She ain't got no eyes.
She kind of has eyes. Well, that's what you get for wearing sunglasses at night.
The question becomes, was the heroine, did she ever actually exist? Or did this black-haired girl, take her place?
I think she got possessed.
Or both?
More of a question is, did the boyfriend ever exist? Super no.
Yeah, I mean, that's clearly... Or he may have existed, and then when the black-haired girl grabbed her face and possessed her, he was just wiped from her memory.
Yeah, could be anything.
So when he came back after getting some kohis and a jutsu, gone. Just gone.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go off the rest of his life being like, ugh, that time I was stood up at the end of our dato when she was actually drug off screaming into Jigoku by a demon girl.
Well, less screaming and more.
Yes,
but yeah.
More gasps. And so Oshimai.
She gets Oshimai'd to death.
And that's all I've got for Yamishibai.
It's all both of us have for Yamishibai.
That's true. Now remember, everybody has to go watch
112.
Season 1, Episode 12.
Yes.
It's required.
We have...
And when you do, tweet at us and tell us what you think.
Yeah, no, obs.
Because it's super creepy, and we think it'll creep you out too.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, we have now successfully Yami-woed, so you know what that means.
Time for some desire?
No, load this dryer. My laundry's done.
Nope.
What? Nope.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No, that's good. It's a good joke. Oh, hey, Ben, did you know? Ben. Ben, did you know there is a country version of Smooth Criminal?
I did not know that, but
Now, hold on. They changed the lyrics.
Oh, they changed lyrics as well?
No. You know what they changed the lyrics to?
No.
Annie, are you Oakley?
Oh, Lord.
Are you Oakley, Annie? Annie, are you Oakley?
I'm going to ignore that.
What? Why?
Because it's the worst pun ever.
It's a really good pun. Come on.
So now the question becomes, what are we going to watch for next week? Because it's not going to be Yamishibai.
I'm not going to be able to watch anything next week, so I don't know.
So for next time, not sure what's going to happen because John's going to be busy. When we decide what we're going to watch, I will tweet it out and post it on Facebook and let everybody know. But until then, have a good one. We'll see you later. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us to leave comments or suggest future silly topics, you can contact us on Facebook or Twitter at Aniki Podcast. Or if you'd like to know more about the show and hear past episodes, check out our website at aniki.fm. See you next time on Aniki.